Welcome back to Whiskey with Air. I'm Eric. Now today it is a little bit cold. I mean, it's cloudy, it's a bit miserable, but you know what? I feel like a beer, so without further ado, craft beer review number 183. We have KIRIN ICHIBAN. Alrighty, so KIRIN ICHIBAN, a product coming out of Kirin, which is being brewed by the Lion Group. You know the one, right? Alright, here, let me show you the label. Here we go. Alright, it is. So, Ichiban, meaning finest beer, I believe. So, Japan's premium beer, Kirin Ichiban. The pure flavor of the finest pressed beer brewed from the finest ingredients for a rich and crisp lager. Now, first pressed beer, so I think they use all malt, 100% malt. So first press for the purest beer in a 330ml bottle, coming at 5% alcohol. Oh, can we even see right now? Too bright, isn't it? Too bright. Oh! There we go. Alright. Check out this glass. Found it at like a Vinnie's of sorts. Now, look at that. Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I just thought, how awesome is the glass? Look at that. It's just a quality glass. So, I want to test it out. So, let's hope that this is a twist top. If not, I gotta go get a bottle opener. Damn it! Ah. Pause, we'll be back. There's probably police, planes flying around. I mean, what day is it today? Today is Thursday, a day after Origin, so Game 1 Origin. Was it as it was expected? New South Wales to go cause an upset in Queensland? You know what, I gotta get this beer open. Tune back in. Pause. And we're back. Like a bird. Alrighties. Got the birdies in the trees. Let's get. Oh. Alrighties. So, previous review, or 2 reviews ago, we were like, cause America. Now we're like Japan. It's a bit ironic, like cause so much catastrophic shenanigans between the two. So I just had to shoo something away there. I think we're gonna piss on the pedestal. Alrighties, here we go. So now keep in mind, everything that Japan does is to perfection. So I hear that the people that were in charge of the Kirin went and made sure things was going to be perfectly, you know, they were like looking down on these brewers in another country. So I'm assuming they would have done the same thing at the Lion Group. So without further ado, let's pour some up. Here we go. Oh, well, look at the color of that. See, so you're already looking at it, just thinking like this is going to be a better experience. Now I know that glass, maybe we should have just went with a normal lager glass, but I really wanted to just try out this beer glass, mind you. Little black thing in there, not that it matters. Alright, beer brewed and bottled around Australia in carbon neutral breweries under license from Kirin Brewery Co., Tokyo, Japan by Lion Beer, Spirit and Wine Proprietary Limited. Alrighty, so York Street, Sydney, 2000, New South Wales, Australia. So best before, see on the bottle. So this is best before the 22nd of December 25, says it on the bottle lid. Now, I'm assuming In a normal lager glass, maybe the head would be there more, but oh, look at that. Little bubbles, quality. Big bubbles, dissipate, bad, is how I feel every time I'm into a review. And judging at that, beautiful little bubbles, I mean, one finger fluffy, white head, that is clear. That is more darker than your typical normal lagers around here that's like hay colored straw. This is more of a heading towards an amber. Carbonation is slow, but keep in mind I did take this out of the fridge probably like an hour ago, got distracted, so maybe that's my fault. Maybe it would have been more carbonated, but you know what, let's just have a little nose and we'll have a little taste. Definitely very malty. Obviously you can just tell it's an all malt experience. You know, the branding of people will probably say, you know, made with rice, you know, with these other things, you know, to create a smoother experience, but in actual fact maybe it's just a cheaper grain substitute and it's a good excuse. But all malt, the head is still there, little tight compact bubbles, carbonation is active. Yeah, honestly, like I said, lagers is hard to describe, but you are getting a vibe that this is definitely an imported style of beer. Not saying like a Pilsner or anything like that. Yeah, it's just more malty, more biscuity. Not bad. You know what? Color looks awesome. Carbonation, everything's good. Let's give it a taste. Here we go. Right levels of carbonation. It doesn't feel like, it's not like a dry, it's not stinging. It's actually very, it's not overpoweringly bitter. There is a hop element in that, but it's not like a citrus kind of IPA kind of hoppiness. This is more, it's more earthy, let's just call it. More earthy. And I see an eyelash in there now. Anyway, is that me? What are you meant to do, make a wish? Uh-oh. Eyelash. What do we do, make a wish? Guide us to our divine path and show those that are out doing your supposable work that they're not, that maybe God is the dark side guy and the creator energy has sent me to remind you. Nah, take that as entertainment purposes only, but if you know, you know. Here we go. You know what, I'm having another sip. Here we go. First beer of the day, come on guys, warming up. Yeah, you can already tell this is more than, this is a better experience than the Coors. This is a better experience than a lot of these other beers that I've been trying lately in the lager field. There's just more going on. There's more depth of flavor. I think it's just purely from the malt, and I'm assuming Japanese with their meticulous way of doing things to perfection. They're trying to perfect the American lager, or you know, something along these lines. And now we have a police helicopter flyover, I'm assuming. Yep, right here guys. Here we go. They're going that way. Or is that a drone? What is that? Looks real little. No, no. Let's just say a lot of activity around these parts. Sorry about that. I'm over here. Anyways, just gotta ignore the world. Oh, hello, birdie. See the birdies come to say hello. Hello. Yes, the animals come to communicate. And when we get upset, it will rain and it will be terrible. So I am starting to feel a bit better, so the sun's going to start coming out. There you go, predictions of the day. Look at this, the head is still active, right? You want to check it out. Check out the lacing. See, this is the kind of beauty, kind of little things that you get to do when you're just not trying to drink to get shit-faced. Drink to appreciate the flavour. Quality over quantity. You know how many different beers and whiskies there are out there in the world? You could totally try every one of them and still probably don't get to in your lifetime. So what's the point of just sticking to the same thing? Even though we do have our staples. You are always going to have your favorites that you're always going to have around, but always try new things. Honestly, if I'm going to rate this out of 10, this is going to be like a 8.5 out of 10. It's almost like a malty, cornbready, you know, like a corn sweetness, but not too sweet, obviously. We're thinking beers here, you know. To a non-beer drinker, you're going to drink this and be like, this is a really beer's beer. Now, but the bitterness that comes in on the back end is not overbearing and it's not overpowering, you know. Like, for example, if you're having a Victorian bitter, now that is some bitter shit. I mean, it's in the name, but you know, there's a metallic element to that. This is nice bitter where there is not too much of a metallic element in this, if that makes sense. It's a nice malty experience. I'm enjoying it anyway. And the sun's coming out, so I must be feeling better already. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know if you have tried Japan's premium beer. And what is that flying around? They're coming around again. Something else. What now? Polies. The white plane. Oh, it's so close. I should have showed you guys. They were flying really low. There you go. We're gonna get. They're gonna have perspectives from their angle, and then we're gonna have YouTube's perspective. They're lucky I don't release some other kind of documentaries. Anyways, don't make me. It will be a hit documentary. Gang stalking awareness. No, the dark side of the force that runs in a mafia-style organization that corrupts and plagues the world now. That controls the drug industry and blames and creates drug dealers to arrest, to make the bad guy, while running around like they're the good guys. Or maybe they're just trying to win the war on drugs, so they feel that they're gonna minimize the percentage of drugs out in the world, and then they're gonna tell people to add in all other terrible things that's not the drug. And then they could still just blame the drug for the people's terrible behaviors that is created from all the other things that they add in that's not the drug. Imagine if someone told you that, here, have some beer, and you're only expecting to get pissed, but then all of a sudden you're like going to sleep. Or it's like you just had not beer and it was a homeless man's pee. See how terrible that would be? So how is that helping? What kind of analogy, perspective, metaphor did I just give there? But anyways, oh yeah, the beer is still active. Let's just say I'm enjoying it. It's my only beer I have in the fridge, so I'm gonna appreciate it for as long as possible. Much love. Or like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have tried the KIRIN ICHIBAN, which means best or finest best beer, I believe. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct on that. 1.3 standard drinks. Let me just show you the label of KIRIN. Whatever creature that is. Is that a horse or a lion horse? A chupacabra. You know what? Let's just test the chuggability. I mean, I was gonna make a reel, but I've got so many reels that I haven't posted, and it's just gonna be another one. So I may as well just finish this, test the chuggability, and end it. Much love all. Send it. Oh man, that is a sessionable beer. None of that stinging carbonation. You know, when you're trying to down a beer and it's like you got that stinging carbonation that numbs your tongue. None of that business. This was just all malty, smooth, silky carbonational experience. You know what? Good work. Good work. I think KIRIN definitely would have been there supervising the Lion croup there. Wherever it was brewed, I'm sure they made sure that they're going to brew it right for them. Because obviously, you know, whatever company that's getting the contract and license to brew things for other companies, you're representing their company, no matter what country you're in. So I'm sure they want the experience to be the same in every country. But I'm going to be repeating myself soon. Much love to you all. I'll catch you all next time. Later.